This might get weird.
Are we rolling?
Excuse me. Yes. We're rolling.
Cheers, Grace Helbig.
Cheers, Mamrie Hart.
Oh, delicious hot tea.
Wow, a hot tea on a hot day. Who could ask for more?
For 2 hot teas. Yeah, I needed this hot tea. If you're watching this on YouTube and you can see me, you can probably tell that I'm sick.
I mean, I was going to say you look like you're a big fan of the U.S. Open right now.
Well, I'm wearing my white hat from the tennis girl photo shoot, the sexy photo shoot.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I put on this look and I was like, oh, hello. I am a tennis fan.
Oh.
Apparently.
Serve, love,
know
double
it.
fault.
Didn't you used to go to the U.S. Open with your
I used to
family?
go- I played tennis all through high school. And much like the Williams sisters, my dad taught me and my brother how to do it, how to play tennis. My dad didn't know much about playing tennis. So we played wild and terrible. We were that family that would go to like the public tennis courts when it's like all the old retired men that can just volley back and forth. And they do it to like, I don't know, not be around their wives.
Yeah.
And then it'd be like me and my brother and my dad all wearing like jeans running around the court, like hitting balls into their
Playing
courts.
tennis in jeans is the most white family from Jersey, like 80s thing of all time.
Yeah, Tim and I would be like in jeans. My dad picked us up from visitation. My dad would wear like a sweatshirt tucked into his sweatpants.
He's like, we have no time to go home and change. I only have you for a weekend.
So we were bad at that. But speaking of tennis balls, okay, this just happened literally driving over to your place.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
One, I saw 2 like weird novelty license plates. I feel like I've been seeing them more and more in Los Angeles, and I don't know what the deal is. But these are 2 novelty license plates that make no sense, but are clearly like purposeful. So I saw one that said Mudge 01.
Mudge, Mudge 01.
Yes, exactly that.
Okay, that's the person's nickname, I think.
Right.
Okay.
And then I saw one that said Ozcat. Ozzkat.
Do you think they're a big Ozzy Osbourne fan?
I don't know. Or Kit Kat fan?
Or
I don't know.
from Australia?
Maybe. But these were 2 things like back to back. And I was like, okay, are we just putting screen names on license plates?
Well, did you see what I posted on Patreon a couple days ago?
I did not know.
Okay, I posted when I was being dropped off at the airport on this past Saturday, pulled up to a car, and their license plate was Doritos with a heart for the first O. And I was like,
You can do that?
You fucking win?
Wait, can you do that?
I think you can get a heart. I think that might be the only emoji.
So like if you're in like a high speed chase and they have to say your license plate
We
name.
got Doritos with a heart for the O. Yeah. But I was like, you fucking win, bitch.
It
was a cool looking girl.
That's a very specific license plate. But so after that, I get
tennis.
to the light, and there's this kid walking across the street, and it's like 6:00 in Los Angeles. It's still like 100 degrees outside.
It's so fucking hot, man.
This kid is walking across the street. Not kid, he's a man. He's probably like 27. He's got like baggy black pants, like a black like a band t-shirt.
He's a kid.
And a knit like beanie hat, like a dark gray knit beanie hat with like shaggy hair. He's clearly, something is in his system that is causing him to walk at a slower pace and at a slower. I was like, oh, this kid's high as fuck. He is drinking the most comically large Arizona iced tea I've ever seen.
Always.
So he's walking across the crosswalk, and I'm at the red light, and then I'm looking at him. I'm like, he's just slack jawed, just kind of like going across like he's a zombie. And I was like, man, to be that relaxed. And then I look in his hand, and he's got tennis ball in his other hand. And I was like, what is he? And then he's halfway through the crosswalk in the middle of the street. He just starts bouncing the tennis ball, but he is not athletically inclined. So he immediately bounces off the top of his shoe. And this boy does not run. This boy just sort of clumsily flailed around. And that was the most anxiety-inducing thing, to watch this kid that I'm like, no.
You're going to run into traffic. You're going to run into traffic.
Don't bounce it. In the middle of the intersection, he bounced it, hit his shoe, and then it just like flailed away, and he got it, but it was like
That's
a real
me
journey.
Trying to be athletic. Like, no thanks.
But no, I mean, I could tell everyone was like, no, this is
Don't
the
do it,
last
buddy.
thing you should do.
Gonna run into traffic.
I mean, just focus on your Arizona iced tea.
I never played tennis. You know me. I'm a ping pong girl. I like my sports
The table
tiny.
tennis.
Yeah, the table of tennis. But I grew up like right beside my elementary school. So that would be like, we would for some reason sneak up to the tennis courts because they were always unlocked and like do choreographed dances and like or like if it was raining we'd like get, you know, when you're little girls and no one has a body, we'd like get naked and pretend to play tennis in the rain.
Wait,
like
what?
I don't know.
That's just not a thing.
No. I'm just saying, like, we were just like weird, like so bored.
Wait, so when it rained, you all got naked and pretended to play tennis in the rain?
I think that happened once.
I don't know. I mean, let us know, guys, if I'm the weird one and that's a normal suburban thing for people to do.
It's not a normal thing. It was just kind of like when you're like, what could we do that's silly right now?
Sure.
And then it was like, are we going to get caught?
Right.
So
What's
it's one
risk?
Of those like, is there a groundskeeper that's going to find us naked? I don't know.
That's how like murder movies start.
That's true. No, but my sister would go up there and like that's where they'd smoke cigarettes and get high. And then she also found out that they didn't lock the like what is it called? Like the assembly room.
Oh yeah, like
so
where
there was like a whole time like they had a party on school grounds. Like 30 of them got drunk and like smoked weed in the school. That's fucking nuts.
Wow. Tweet at the school.
Anyway, sorry. Boomful Elementary. I hope you guys got your shit together because we ran wild on that campus. Wow. Okay, let me see what I got going on. Well,
you've done so much. I know you started this podcast and was like, I think this might be a 30-minute.
No, it for sure is.
Wait, how? Because you've done
first of all, because I can't breathe.
Oh, that's okay. A physical, yeah, I got it.
So I can have an actual voice for the rest of the week.
Yes.
Physically, I'm struggling, but excited to be here. No, but I've been traveling a lot, but there aren't like a bunch of stories. You know, I was just kind of enjoying my time.
Yeah.
But I did just get back from Santa Fe.
Yeah.
Which was very cool. Santa Fe is a cool ass town.
I have no experience with it, but you told me everything you were telling me before that you were excited to go. It's like a spa, like crystals or like new agey spiritual.
Yeah, like there's lots of art galleries and shit.
Yeah.
But getting there was a hassle because I get to the airport and I realize, well, first of all, I normally always fly Delta. Yes. And so then I have like the Sky Club and like I get upgraded and all that jazz.
All these beautiful, wonderful like,
amenities,
comforts.
non-spawn. So I booked like American or something like that just because it was so much cheaper for that specific flight.
Yeah.
So I get there and I get in line and I realize I'm not TSA. Like I forgot to put my number on there. I'm like having to do the whole goddamn thing. As I'm going through there was one bright light in the whole process. And that is there was a kid who was probably like 13 who was just wearing a full hotel terry cloth robe. Over his clothes. It was yeah, no, he had clothes on, but he was not that big, and so it was dragging on the ground, and he was just wearing this full robe like he was the fucking Big Lebowski through airport security, which looks sketchy as hell.
Right. So I guess
he did it. He wore it through the metal detector and everything.
Yeah, if it doesn't scan anything, then you're good.
But then we get through and I see he's clearly traveling with his grandpa. It's this older man. So, you know, they probably just got back from a long trip. Yeah. And grandpa was like, fine, fucking wear the robe. Yeah. Tim, like, I'm not even going to argue with you these days. Yeah. So I get there and I'm chilling. And then I realize there's that one terminal LAX where you have to take a shuttle.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. First of all, I'm about to bust my ass. And in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm going to wait. I'll get coffee right before I get on the flight. I'll use the bathroom right before I get on the flight.
You have everything planned out. Your itinerary is stacked.
To a T. And then I realize I have to do the shuttle. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm going to miss my flight. So I go and I like wait in line on these stairs with everyone who's pissed because they didn't realize they had a shuttle. And as we're waiting in line, someone goes, they go like, take the shuttle to gates 52 through blah, 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 blah. Also, there's no running water. There will be porta-johns there.
What?
Yes. At a fucking international airport, they were going to expect us to use porta-johns. So we get on the bus, I get over there, and then I realize there's no running water, so there's no coffee. It was like fucking anarchy.
Yeah.
I'm like just so pissed. And then of course that's when I like realized I know two people on the flight from Chip's crew. They're on the same flight. So I had to like put on a happy face.
Yeah, you had to take your diva hat off for a second. And be like,
I wasn't just like bitching on text message. But the saving grace was the kid with the robe was on my flight, right? Ugh. So I'm like, already, I love this guy.
Yeah.
We get to, we landed in Albuquerque. I get out. I get back together with Chip's 2 crew members who are super nice. And they're like, we'll get the Uber. We're all going to the same hotel. I'm like, great. So we're standing outside and I see the kid in the robe and his grandpa waiting for someone to come pick him up.
Who's it gonna be?
The person comes and picks him up. It looks like another friend around grandpa's age.
Okay.
Except they're coming back from a big trip. They have like 19 suitcases and this guy pulls up in a Prius. So they start assembling it. I'm not kidding. For like 15 minutes while we're waiting for an Uber. Cannot get, not even close to getting it better stacked.
Oh my God.
Kid in the robe is not helping at all. He's just sitting in the back seat.
Oh, you expect the robe to get dirty?
No, exactly. But this is what killed me is grandpa looks at me from across like 20 yards away. He goes, "Are you an outcast?" And I went, and I realized I'm wearing that shirt that has Outcast on them in Japanese. And I'm like, how the fuck does this old man know Outcast, right? And then I go, you know it, buddy. Or, like, I'm just like, don't talk to me.
You're on autopilot of like, sure.
Like, I want to know about that kid in the robe. I don't care about you. He walks over to me.
Uh-oh.
Meanwhile, the 2 people I'm with are just staring and silent.
Yeah.
And he goes, "That's what your shirt says." And I go, "Oh, yeah." And I pull my shirt out a little more and realize, like, it's in English, too. And I go, "Yeah. It's an Outcast." He goes, "No," in Japanese, and he points at my boobs, and he is 2 inches from touching my chest. And he goes, "I speak Japanese. Alta casta." Oh, and I go, "What?"
My God.
He goes, "Yes, I speak Japanese." And then once again across my chest goes, "This is pronounced alta casta." And I went, "Thanks." And then he just walked off.
Oh,
isn't that so? And he walks off.
He put a curse on
and
you.
My friend Dave just goes, "He almost touched your boobs."
Yeah. He almost touched your boobs and fully put a curse on you. And also, he and we don't even know if it's his grandson.
No.
Came to the airport to be the craziest weirdos ever.
I'm like, were they on their way back from Japan, which is why he was in a robe?
Maybe.
Anyway.
If you want to give them the benefit of the doubt of not being 2 full-time creeps and he's teaching his grandson his ways.
I was just like, oh, this is dope. This old man knows who Outcast is. Nope, he just speaks Japanese and likes to almost touch girls' titties.
I mean, he's very nearsighted. What is it?
Outcast. Okay,
Wow.
You're just saying Outcast with like a possibly racist accent.
And you should worry about the Tetris game that's being played with your luggage right now.
They were still trying to get shit in the Prius when we left. It was great. It was fantastic.
That sounds wonderful and also so confusing. Okay, look, we don't all have the same hair, so why should we all use the same shampoo and conditioner? Function of Beauty brings you shampoos and conditioners that are customized and individually filled just for you. Most drugstore brands only address a single concern, like volumize or strengthen, but with Function of Beauty, you can choose up to 5 hair goals to add to your formulation. And Function of Beauty individually formulates every bottle based on your hair type, your hair goals, and your preferences. You select your color and fragrance, or you can opt for dye-free and fragrance-free. The products are so personalized, your name is even printed on the bottle. And the sad reality is that most major drugstore brands test on animals, but Function of Beauty is 100% vegan and cruelty-free. They have over 20,000 5-star customer reviews and counting. I have 2 bottles, a shampoo and a conditioner, sitting in my shower right now. They're a beautiful seafoam green. They have my beautiful name on them, and I feel like a fancy, lovely lady every time I shower with them. And you beautiful listeners will receive 20% off your first order. To redeem, head to functionofbeauty.com/TMGW and take their hair profile quiz. Again, go to functionofbeauty.com/TMGW to get 20% off your custom formula.
Okay, I know everyone is posting on Instagram, #summer's over, but at the end of the day, I am still sweating like a whore in church. Luckily for me, I have got Native. What's Native, you ask? Well, I shall tell you. Native is safe, simple, effective products that people use in their bathroom every day. They are all natural. They don't have any aluminum, parabens, or talc. Instead, they use stuff that's actually found in nature, like coconut oil or shea butter or tapioca starch. Also, they've got 8,000 five-star reviews from their customers, which is absolutely insane. They use less ingredients and ingredients that you actually know how to pronounce. Plus, it's worth it. Aluminum may be linked to some serious health ramifications, but Native is totally aluminum-free. It's safe, it's effective, and it also smells so damn good. Honestly, they've got scents for men and women, and they release limited edition seasonal scents, which I know you guys love. You can also go unscented if you like, but my personal favorite, I use the cucumber and mint deodorant, and let me tell you, I am smelling so fresh. I wish I could lick my armpit, which I swear I don't. At least not in public. Best part, you can try it and get 20% off your first purchase if you go to nativedeodorant.com and use the promo code TMGW. That is correct. The promo code is TMGW at nativedeodorant.com and you're getting 20% off your first purchase. So give it a shot. Everyone will thank you for smelling so nice.
Wow, what an amazing ad read from one of us.
Ah, so
was
good.
Truly soothing, and I can hear you guys on your laptops just dying to get those discounts right now.
So good.
Good for you. I went down to Palm Springs this weekend, last minute trip.
Yes.
Turns out, surprise, surprise, love it. It's still amazing. Fantastic. But on the way down, I've been noticing more and more the last couple times that I've gone down that the billboards on the way down to Palm Springs are advertising more dispensaries down there.
It's either a concert that's happening on the casinos. It's either like...
It's Bryan Adams and the guy that did Despacito.
Yes, or it's
the two of them are at the Morongo if anyone wants to go in September. It's coming up. Buy your tickets. They're maybe going. I don't know.
Or it'll be like... the Doobie Brothers, but not with Michael McDonald. Like, do you want the Doobie Brothers you've never heard of? They're at Agua Caliente on September 19th.
Yeah, but there was this one ad that I was like, what the fuck is that? It was after further inspection, driving 60 miles an hour past it, being like, what? Triple take. It was for Bear. And which is, I guess, a dispensary down there.
Oh, okay. I was like, the paint?
No, not Bear. For Bear, and there was this ravenous bear face on it, but it was for Bear, Bare. But there was a ravenous bear face on it, and the bear was eating a marijuana plant like it was human flesh, and it was just like breaking through the billboard with leaves like falling out of its face, with the demonic eyes just being like, dispensary off of exit blah 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 blah. And I was like, this is the most confusing one. It's not spelled Bear, it's spelled Bare.
I know, that's why I was like, is it a sex shop?
No, that's what I was like, I don't understand this is a hieroglyphic that I can't figure out. And the it was so confusing.
We do not need bears eating weed. That is the last thing we need.
Get them to the garbage. I don't want them. I mean, but maybe also now that I'm saying this out loud,
now you want to see it.
If they get high, maybe they calm down a little bit and not come for human flesh.
Yeah, would they be like more excited to eat your food and get in your tents because they'd be ravenous because they'd have munchies, or would they just pass the fuck out?
Right. Would they just like sit at your garbage and have the best night ever and just sort of look at the stars
this
and leave
garbage
you
is
alone?
So fucking good. You guys got to get some of this.
Yeah, they just play some Lana Del Rey and like lay back and enjoy their night.
She's got a new album coming out, and you know what? I'm going to say it right now.
What?
I don't get her.
I'm always like, this is a woman that seems like she's being kept against her will in some way, somewhere, somehow, and I don't know how.
I'm sure she's super talented, and we have friends who love her, like Kingsley. We have a bunch of friends who love her, but I've just never really listened to much of it.
Elliot loves her.
Really?
He's played me some songs. They are good because
but are they
I can't
so
do
slow?
They are melancholy.
Yes.
It's a forever melancholy.
That is a perfect way to describe it, Grace.
And it just, there's no optimism at all there, which is, I guess, fine. But it just feels too heavy.
Yeah,
it feels
totally.
too cumbersome that I'm like, are you really, like, I get summer can be sad, but like...
Do you really need this whole song about it?
Has she ever sang anything that's slightly upbeat and optimistic?
I don't think so. I think it's just... Like, she's like she's like Nico from the 60s. Oh, I should make her a drink. I need to serve a drink called the Melancholy with, like, melon. with like melon liqueur.
You've never made her a drink?
No, because I don't know shit about her.
Oh, okay. Well, now's the time. Always be educating.
I'm having an opinion, and I know nothing about this human. Can I tell you another thing we did in Santa Fe?
100%. Well, you went to Meow Wolf.
We went to Meow Wolf.
Yeah.
Which was so cool.
Yeah,
it really is cool.
And I started to watch the documentary. I mean, how would you describe it? It's like
for you guys who haven't heard of it or seen it, Meow Wolf is like this art collective in Santa Fe. Is like, a group of artists back in the day who wanted to create their own exhibits, and that grew, and they kind of became well known around the city until eventually they bought this abandoned bowling alley that they were going to make as a permanent installation, and they got George Martin to buy it for them.
Who's that?
George R. Martin, the guy who wrote Game of Thrones.
Oh.
He bought the bowling alley for them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Isn't that crazy?
How did they have that connection?
I don't know. But yeah, he's on the documentary being like, yeah, I like what they were doing. So I
only watched a small amount of the documentary because I got a little
I know,
bored
you didn't
with
like it. But the actual place is so rad. It was, it's like you walk in and it's like a maze. Basically, it's built like a huge house.
Oh, cool.
But then like you crawl through the fireplace and you're in some like space land. You like find a little nook under the stairs and you walk through that and you're in a different room. But like all these different worlds keep coming back to this house. It's too hard to explain unless you guys are on drugs listening to this. But it was rad. But it was also like people do bring their kids there. So when I was in there, I thought initially like this would be a great place to trip on mushrooms. And I was like, I would hate being fucked up in here.
No, that's everything that
hate
people
it.
think like that induces that sort of feeling. No, that's not my jam. I'd rather just go stare at a leaf that's safe by itself and feel the infinity of how beautiful the small like nuances of Earth are.
I want to smell a light wind.
Yeah, that's it. And I want to be in a space that's entirely occupied by myself and no one else.
I don't want to go through, like, there was a little... Oh, this was cool, though. There was, like, a little... one way to get to one of the worlds is you open the washing machine and then you get in. And I thought it was like a slide, but it was just like 2 feet long to go into a new world. But I go down and of course I'm immediately like, oh shit, did everything spill out of my purse? But it did. And I had it. But then I reached down and I pull up. Because I thought I dropped my license and I realized, no, I lost that a month ago. I can't lose something you already lost, baby. I pick it up and I'm like, oh shit. This girl dropped her license going through here. So we both like crawl out and we're in this new world. It's like a treehouse world. And I go, it is now my mission to return this to the girl. And
you took over some sort of very formal.
I was like, I hate if someone returned mine. I'd love it.
Yeah.
And Chip goes, ma'am, like, there's a million little nooks and crannies and a bunch of people. He goes, there's no way you're going to find her. I directly make eye contact with the girl, walk over and I go, is your name blah, blah, blah? She goes, yes. I go, I have your license.
Oh my God.
So if I'd have been tripping and that had happened,
I
wouldn't have ever bounced back.
No, you would still be there right now. You would have not made your flight. Yes. You would have been like, it's now my mission to find all the lost souls that are falling down.
I am the keeper of the washing machine. But it was just so funny because Chip was like, babe, no, don't spend your time. And I was like, immediately found her.
And got her.
Yeah, it was cool. But what was really cool is yesterday, Chip, they have this rad Japanese spa in the mountains called 10,000 Waves. And so Chip... I think we've talked about this before. I feel like guys always talk about getting massages, but never actually fucking book them for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I'm that way too.
Yeah, you are like that.
Yeah, I just never do it.
You don't like to be touched that much.
I don't, but I know it's like good.
Yeah, it's good for you. But you've gotten one before. We've gotten one together in Palm Springs and stuff. He's never gotten one. Mm-hmm. So I booked us mini ones because I was like, you could get 25
tiny Lego people walk
boop,
on
boop,
your
boop.
back.
It's just beans in a robe. So we get up there and it's really cool. Everything totally looks like Japan, and it's like they put us in kimonos immediately, and we're like having our little like fun sessions. And then we did 2 mini ones because it was really busy because it was Labor Day. So you could get 25-minute treatments.
Okay.
So I booked one of us in a double room together. To get neck and shoulder treatment.
Amazing.
And then we would be hanging out and we were gonna like hot tub for an hour, and then we each had separate mini massages.
Okay.
So what killed me though is we're about to go in, or she's explaining the process to us, and she's like, so they'll do the neck and head, but they do the head and they'll do a hot oil treatment. So I immediately just think, like, Chip hates being greasy, but he'll roll with this, right?
Yeah.
But so I just dyed my hair 4 days ago in my head.
God.
Like
no.
So in my head, I'm like, I'm still getting red hair dye on towels. What if this bitch puts hot oil on my head, is like, rubbing my head intensely, looks at her hands and thinks my like head is bleeding.
Oh my God.
So we go and get the treatments, and I'm just laughing because like they're doing all these weird like hippie
pressure point
like
stuff.
holding, and Chip's never done anything like this. So I'm trying not to laugh, thinking about how his
experience.
The same exact thing is happening to him 3 feet away from me. But I'm also not relaxed at all because I think at any point this woman is going to think I have severe head trauma.
That she's somehow unplugged the hole in the back of your head that is a gunshot wound.
Exactly. That huge stitch. Luckily that didn't happen.
Oh,
but
God.
like I was really scared about it the whole time. But what killed me is at the end of it, like I've never had this happen in a massage, is she was like, okay, now you're going to get up, but let me do all the work. And she put her arm, these were like strong German women. She like put her arm under my legs, then like lifted up behind my shoulders, did like 2 rocks, and then all of a sudden just picked me up and moved me on my side like a baby. And I was like, I cannot wait for Chip to be lifted like a baby.
I've never heard of that.
No, they like helped me up, and like all of a sudden I was like being cradled like a baby, and I was all of a sudden sitting up, and like I couldn't turn around to see Chip, and he does it, and we leave, and he goes, yeah. I was like, holy shit, I'm sitting up.
You just got jujitsu'd somehow.
Oh my God. But so then we had a great time, but then I had just a relaxing massage, and he did shiatsu. We weren't in the same room. This woman worked it out. She rolled up and like this little.
What's shiatsu?
Shiatsu, you leave loose fitting clothing on. It's super pressure points.
Okay.
And they don't use oils or anything. You leave on a shirt so they can like grip better.
Oh.
So he was like, yeah, she was like going hard. And then when he got done at the end, she was like, you need to come back for an hour, and gave him her card.
Come back to do what?
To get like a longer massage because he was so knotted up.
Oh, fuck.
I know. So it was a really fun experience.
That pains his back. That sounds amazing and also hilarious. And also, I wish that there was like just footage of you guys being baby lifted to your upright position.
So good. So fucking good.
This week, we're very thankful that This Might Get Weird is supported by Noom. Again, they love us. I don't want to take that away from them or us. So listen up and learn to love Noom too. Getting in shape isn't just about losing weight. It's about learning healthier habits and feeling better about yourself, whether that's more stamina to keep up with a busy life, finally getting into those gold jeans, being more in tune with your body's needs, or practicing more self-care. Now listen, Noom is a habit-changing solution that helps users learn to develop a new relationship with food through personalized courses. It's based in psychology. It has a cognitive behavioral approach, and it just works. It's not a diet. It's a healthy and easy to stick to way of life. No food is good or bad or off limits. Noom teaches moderation and can be used in conjunction with many pre-existing popular diets. If you want, you can customize it all for yourself. And we're all strapped for time, so Noom asks you to commit just 10 minutes a day. Just 10 for yourself. You're human. If you go out off track, there's no shaming. There's no shame in the Noom game. Just tips to help you get back on track tomorrow, so you can chat with your goal specialist and Noom community to get and give help to people going through the same things. Even a couple of you have tweeted at us saying that you've tried Noom for yourself, hearing that it was sponsoring the podcast and that it does work for you. And you know, I blindly trust internet recommendations. But guess what? You don't have to change it all in one day. Take small steps to make big progress. Sign up for your trial today at Noom, Noom.com/weird. What do you have to lose? Visit Noom.com/weird to start your trial today. Again, that's Noom.com/weird, the last weight loss program that you'll need. Sign up for your trial today.
Wow, another fantastic ad by yours truly, meaning one of us.
Wow, truly miraculous ad read. I don't know if you've seen the video of Jeff Goldblum dancing on top of a roof to Normani's Motivation.
No, I have not.
Something called Southern Decadence, New Orleans.
Okay.
I just want to show, like, he's wearing both cheetah and zebra print.
As you do when you are Jeff Goldblum.
He's just kind of on a roof. Mm-hmm. The Wi-Fi might not work, but...
Ooh.
And this is just it. It's just him.
Oh, he's just like dancing to the people.
He's dancing to the people. Well,
if Jeff Goldblum was on a roof lightly dancing, I'd watch that for hours.
He's lightly dancing. It's a lot of this. It's a lot of like little hand movements and a lot of like he doesn't fully understand exactly where he is or what's like going on. But
Goldblum's having some big weeks.
It's really great.
He's in full bloom.
He's in full Goldblum.
Oh, will someone please do a documentary on him called Full Bloom?
How that
Jeff
doesn't
in
exist.
Full Bloom.
How that doesn't exist is crazy to me. Okay, so there's also this thing that I've been trying to find on BuzzFeed that I saw this morning. It was like 29 things to save your marriage.
Oh, God.
And it was like a lot of practical, normal things. Like, here is a duvet that regulates
you
temperature,
cool.
hot and cold. Here's, the Roomba thing that like cleans this up. And then there's one that is, and this is what I'm trying to find that's making me so, I have the screenshot of it.
Okay.
There's one that was like this chin device that keeps your lover from snoring while you're sleeping.
Is it what I was trying to invent a couple weeks ago? The chin strap?
Is it the chin strap that looks like this? It's
Fuck,
literally
that already exists.
It's something that you literally it ties around the top of your head. It looks like you just got your wisdom teeth out.
Exactly, like an old school like toothache.
Right, but this one has been designed so it looks like an ankle weight that's just fully around the top of your head.
You guys, if you didn't hear that episode, I was saying how I wish they had like a chin strap because I always wake up on planes by the gravity of my jaw falling while I'm sleeping.
So that's why that turtle pillow that already exists that you can strap around your neck already exists. But this is if you're laying horizontal so that you don't snore or drool. But then there was one that it was like so fascinating that I was like, is this stupid or is this sweet? And I think it might be stupid, but let me know. It's a long distance touch bracelet to make time spent away from your bae a little more bearable. You touch one and the other one lights up and vibrates so they know that when you're thinking of them and vice versa. So it's literally a bracelet. And I went to the website. It's called a long distance touch bracelet set. It looks like you've been on house arrest and you're wearing a bracelet and you touch it and the other person's bracelet vibrates to let you know you're thinking of them.
Yikes. I don't think I like it. I think it's kind of creepy.
I think it's super creepy, especially if you're in the wrong situation and then you like see it vibrate and you're like, I have to reciprocate this right now. Like tap, 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 tap.
It feels weird. Like, don't you forget about me. Like, I know you're out having fun with your girlfriends, but like I'm over here.
I'm going to keep hitting this until I know that it's also for two of them $98.
I mean, that's understandable because I've definitely looked at like the remote control panties and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, they don't work.
Or someone can like, I know
they don't work.
I know. I got your review.
They don't work.
No,
and they are more frustrating than they are good.
Yeah, because those are remote. They should be anyway. We'll talk about vibrating remote control panties at a later date.
We get an Adam and Eve sponsorship on this episode. Lord knows we will dedicate an entire episode to reviewing products.
You know why we need one, Grace?
Huh?
I'm 2 for 2.
What? Did you leave it?
I left the magic wand in Santa Fe. The brand new one. I realized it when we were an hour away.
I mean,
I have now left.
You gotta get a child leash on that thing, you gotta get it like the car keys, like my car.
Yeah.
If I don't have my keys and I try and lock the door, it beeps at me a bunch. Like you gotta get one for that vibrator. So if you walk out of the hotel room and it's like you have the.
If I can't do that technology, what do I do? Just like write it on my suitcase?
I don't know. I don't know.
Anyway, so now yes, the new magic wand that I got, it was left there, and I can't like call and ask for it back because yeah.
You just can't.
Didn't even have to finish that sentence. Okay, 2 more things.
Yes.
Before my a couple more things.
Yes.
First, these are randoms. Today at the airport, I got a coffee, and the man who was telling me where all the stuff was referred to the coffee sleeve as an elbow.
What?
He said, yeah, we got the sugar, the cream, and the coffee elbows over there.
Wait,
and I went, elbows? And he went, oh yeah, sleeves. I don't know, I always call them elbows. So I think, but then when I looked at it, it is like in the middle of the cup,
but it doesn't bend.
But it's not like a full sleeve. It's more like,
it's like a muff.
Yeah, like a muff or like an Avril Lavigne,
it's like a belt.
Sweatband.
It's a coffee belt.
But he called it an elbow. And I was like, that's cool. I'm into that.
All right.
Next. So last night, Chip and I went bowling. And I had to watch him in person play Dance Dance Revolution.
Oh, I saw the videos.
It was insanity. He is so good at it that 4 teenage boys came up and watched him and were like, ooh. And then one of them got on the other like foot thing and started moving around even though he wasn't playing. And I gave such a look to his friend.
Like, how dare you?
That he pulled his friend off. And then the next DDR machine, there was a guy dancing with full like workout towels. Like he'd been there for hours. That's his gym.
His YMCA.
That's his total gym. But anyway, we walked around the mall because the bowling alley arcade was attached to a mall for a little bit. And I walked past the store and I looked at it and I went, man, everything in there I think is ugly. And then I looked up. Did you know Eva Mendes has stores?
What? No.
It was the Eva Mendes store or boutique. I was like, when did this happen?
Wait, this is are we missing some weird thing where Jeremy Renner and like Eva Mendes and these celebrities?
Oh, I've got Jeremy updates right now.
I know you do.
Yeah.
Oh, because she's doing a collection for New York and Company.
Okay, but she had her own separate store, like literally her face, and it said like the Eva Mendes collection, but it wasn't connected. It was just her. It was crazy.
Well,
but I was like, Ryan Gosling seems so cool. I feel like he'd be like, this is dorky, babe. This is fucking dorky, honey.
Yeah, I'm looking. It's all her New York and Company collection.
All right, well, good for her. No, I did download the Jeremy Renner app.
I saw that you did. I was going to, but I wanted your individual opinion. I didn't want to cloud it.
I almost tweeted, Grace, don't download this.
I know.
But I was like, that's a little heavy-handed, maybe.
But I saw a lot of people also download, like a lot of other comedians were talking about it. And
I was there
like,
first.
I know. I almost, to one up you, I was like, well, I'm going to buy a fucking bow and arrow off his Amazon store.
And then all we're doing is accidentally supporting Jeremy Renner.
We're just driving traffic to everything.
It's so funny. Okay, but so what kills me is it's basically just where he has his Instagram photos, but then they have the fan feed.
Okay. So it's his app.
It's his app. I think
it's free.
I don't know.
You don't know if you paid for it.
It didn't say a price. Who knows? I could have just given Jeremy Renner $100.
Yeah.
But so it's basically just like he posts stuff.
Right.
And instead of just doing it on Instagram where it would be free, it's like a specific. But like, here's a picture of him in a pool. Someone's like playing chicken on his shoulders.
Year is that?
I don't know. But the caption is just Happy Wednesday.
Oh
I got 2 push notifications over the weekend. I got literally a push notification that says have a great weekend to everyone.
I saw that.
And then another one that just said keep rocking.
Yeah, I saw that.
But what kills me, okay, he uploaded this picture. It's like a stack of onion rings.
Yeah, I've had those before.
Yeah, it's like a little
It's
pole.
from a specific place.
Where? Oh,
It's from like a chicken place that's like on a highway
There's a chicken place on every highway.
But I feel like I've been to this doing like a road trip before.
It's basically people stacking onion rings on like a paper towel holder thing. But he no caption. He puts no caption. But then one of the fans just goes, move over Thanos's infinite stones. Best jewelry around is an onion ring. Thank you, Jeremy. Like the fans are, first of all, they're so pissed that now it's inundated with trolls.
Oh.
Like half of the fan feed is just memes saying like, dear trolls, we will simply report you and block you.
Oh God.
There's some great, someone uploaded a picture of like a 9/11 tribute shirt that said Enduring Freedom, and then just an earnest comment underneath it that says Hawkeye would have stopped 9/11.
Well, okay. This is clearly like a young cousin that wants to cash out on his cousin that is super famous. That it's like, I got your social media. I built you an
I'm gonna
app.
do this.
Look at this. It's going to be amazing. We're going to push notifications. We're going to build you into a lifestyle brand. We're talking Goop level.
Yes.
We're talking.
It's Ren's Day. It's a Reniverse.
Yeah.
Like, but some of the fan feeds, like, here's a guy on the couch just with a dozen deviled eggs.
And a cat on his shoulder.
Cat. But my favorite was on one of the troll memes. Now that people have figured out this app is a thing.
Yeah.
I know that you listen to and you like Michael Rappaport.
Yeah, I've stopped listening, but yeah, that Captain Screams. Yeah.
So under this meme that's like, we will report you and block you, I see, random people. And then Michael Rappaport saying, I will shoot every troll and bury them in a mass grave.
Wow, that could be
Really
actually
supporting.
legally used against you.
I know, totally.
That's nuts.
Anyway, the Renner app is really killing it, and it's just weird to look at my phone every time
Because
it loads.
it's just his face. The app image is just his
it loads
headshot.
as his profile.
This is the most confusing thing
And
ever.
it's just people commenting under his photos, just like about how hot they think he is. One of them today, it was a moody photo of him, and the first comment just said, "That eyes." I was like, you mean those eyes?
Hawk eyes.
Them eyes? That eyes.
Wait, so are these photos that he's posting on this app still uploaded to his Instagram at the same time?
That's a good call. Or did he leave
Like, is
Instagram
he-
and if you want Renner, you gotta get her?
Right. Is he double dipping, or is this
Jeremy
like his
Renner.
exclusive? Like he's going to start charging and they're going to get a little bit more exclusive.
Okay, there's no way he has not bought followers.
Wait, how many does he have?
14.4 million.
I mean, he's
Renner for real?
He's Hawkeye.
But 14.4?
Look up everyone else that's in that movie.
Okay.
How many does like Scarlett Johansson have?
Hold on. Oh, God. Renner.
I mean, maybe that's why. There's no way he's buying followers. If
You don't
have
think so?
At 14.4?
I just think it's funny that I've never met anyone ever in my life thus far who's like, that Jeremy Renner, man. I love that guy.
Because
and now he's dominating the world.
I think you live in a different world than the Renner heads live in.
You think oh, thank God.
I don't know who. I mean, I can't even think of like someone that I would think authentically, unironically would be like, you gotta download this app.
You gotta get some.
You gotta get this app. If it wasn't like an aunt that's recently divorced.
Maybe you're right. Mark Ruffalo has 16.
Yeah, and the Ruffalo is fantastic.
He is. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Look,
I would buy the fuck out of a Ruffalo app. I'm just
Me
saying
too.
that. That's what I would wait for.
That's what we need.
Oh,
if you had Mark Ruffalo sending you push notifications that was like, be sure to recycle and also have a great weekend.
like, keep rocking, go to the polls. I'd be like,
Yes.
I have to do both of those things.
Absolutely. I'd be like, self-care Sunday, be sure to masturbate. I'd be like, thank you, Mark Ruffalo.
Oh, shit, I left my dildo.
Yeah. Goddamn left and fucking right.
Oh, last minute thing that I
Yes.
saw right before I came over here. Have you heard of the cat with the dick face that can't be adopted in Australia? Daisy has an unforgiving birthmark on her face, and she's having a hard time being adopted in Australia.
Oh.
She's gorgeous. She's this ragdoll cat, and
Who wouldn't adopt that?
Idiots wouldn't adopt it.
Don't you guys want to be internet famous?
I mean, she's a beautiful 9-year-old rag doll, been spayed, vaccinated, microchipped, all of it. She's in Australia. I'm a huge fan. She has a big old dick on her eyebrows and nose, and I couldn't love her more for it.
The nose is the shaft.
Yeah, big time.
Oh.
Look at that. Look at that.
That
You
does look
wouldn't
like a tiny penis.
It does, but it's like it's perfect.
Well, I guess we should end this podcast with, adopt, don't shop.
Adopt, don't shop. I mean, if Renner has one thing to say about it.
I'm going to post that picture of the cat on the fan feed of Renner.
Just see
and
what
say,
happens.
suck dicks, trolls.
Oh
and
my
see
God.
if I
And
get
next
any
week
responses.
We have to read the responses.
Yes. Okay. I love it.
We have a mission.
We've got a plan. Okay. All right. This got weird.
Got weird.